every tongue shall confess to the Most High.
Right, that's what's gonna happen when Yahweh Shai returns, man. Everybody's gonna have to acknowledge that Yahweh Shai is Yahweh Shai, man. You know?
Philippians 2:9, wherefore the Most High also had highly exalted him, and given him a name which is above every name, that at the name of Yahweh Shai, every knee should bow,
right.
of things in heaven, and things in earth, and things under the earth.
That's right, because right now Yahweh Shai is disrespected, man. They lack the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But that time is going to come where they're going to feel it, man. They're going to get to know the Lord like we know him. That's what the scripture says, right?
And that every tongue shall confess that Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is Lord,
right,
to the glory of the Father, to the glory of the Most High, the Father.
The Lord shall be known in his judgments. The Lord is known by the
hand against the strange nations. Let them see thy power, as thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. Let them know thee as we have known thee.
Right. And how do we know the Lord, man? Jeremiah 14, 23. We know the Lord through his judgments, man, and his terror. You see, and the world's gonna know them or know Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai how we know him, man.
It says, verse 5, let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no power but only thou, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Right. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, we want the whole world to see it, right? Everyone that's not in the truth. So it's not just about the heathen nations. We're talking about even Israelites, even our own people. You understand? So it's not just the heathens now. It's everybody that we want to see the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and they're going to see it. They're going to see it. See, now it's okay because they could go drink a latte, drink a smoothie, eat ice cream, right? Do what they want to do. But that time is about to come to an end because the Lord is about to bring in great judgment, right? Such as never been seen before, man. Right?
Jeremiah 23, I'll start at 16. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of the Lord Yahweh.
That's the ones that's talking about peace, building here in this kingdom. We're going to build schools and all this stuff. And we're going to forward ourselves here. The new covenant is now. Those are prophets that are teaching you vain things that you want to hear. Right? Which the prophets didn't come with things that the people want to hear. They came with things that basically brought their life to a stop, to an abrupt stop. Right? Made them have to change their ways, man. Immediately. Man. Matter of fact, get me where it says, knowing that these things shall be dissolved. Right? What they did was they used the fear to push people to put in quick action, man. You see what I'm saying? Me that through the fear and terror of the Lord.
Okay. That's why whenever a prophet will come into a particular city, the city would be afraid. He speaks about that in 1 Samuel 16 when Samuel came up the sea to Bethlehem. People were like, oh, are you coming with good news or bad news? Because they were shook up.
Yep.
Right. They didn't want the prophets around them because of the message they came with. It pushed fear, man.
That's right.
It pushed you to change. Even in, what's that? Ahab? He didn't want to deal with Michael Ah, man.
Right.
Why? Because Michael Ah was telling him the truth, and the truth was bitter. It wasn't sweet, man. It was raw. So he didn't want him, he didn't want him around. He just wanted to hear the smooth things what other prophets had to say.
That's right. As a matter of fact, a brother could hold that on deck where he said, I don't want to speak to my God. You got that? What?
This is 2 Peter 3 and verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Right. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved through nuclear fire, man. How are you supposed to live your life, man? You see, when you have to think about that, things are not as fun anymore because now you have something serious you have to think about, man. Right? Go ahead.
It says, looking and hastening unto the coming of the great day of the Lord, wherein the heavens shall be on fire. It says, wherein the heavens be
That's why they say ignorant is bliss. Because you don't got to think about anything. Bliss is extreme happiness. Right? So when you're ignorant of what's going on, you can live in that happiness. You don't have to think about the things that are to come, right? Some serious, terrible things that are to come. But this is what the prophets is bringing, the things that are getting ready to come. Not the things that are here now. Go ahead.
It says, wherein the heavens shall be on fire, wherein the heavens being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Yo, yeah, what's gonna melt the elements with fervent heat? It's the nuclear fire, the nuclear wave from those nuclear missiles. Because World War III is getting ready to come. Get me the second world pass. World War III is getting ready to come. That's one of the next prophecies that's coming. One of the last prophecies. That and the mark of the beast being implemented, man. Okay? You see? So these things have to come, man. So if those things are coming, what do you have to do to get out of those things now? Go ahead.
This is Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly.
The woe represents the world wars. The second war is past. When you go into Revelations 9, it describes World War I. Okay? The particular aircrafts, the things that were going on there, the mindset of the people. That's what Revelation 9 describes. Okay? The second war is past. World War II is past. Now the third war is on its way, the last world war to end all wars. Now you see Russia and the tensions between Russia, Iran, and Israel. These things in America, these things were prophesied to happen exactly how it's happening, man. All right? So now that's confirming the Bible. So now, what are you to do to get out of it, man? If you're an Israelite, man. Go ahead. That was it? I asked you something, right? Hold on. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms,
right,
of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, so this is what the message that the prophets came with. They came with a message of war, of evil, and pestilence. They didn't come telling you, oh, it's going to be great. You know it's going to be great in the kingdom of heaven, man. Right. That's what it's going to be great. Right? Because guess what? That's when wickedness is going to be put out. Right? Before that, it's all the heathen rulership. It's all wickedness that's going on. Right? You had a little glimpse of righteousness when we were ruling King David and King Solomon. That was a little glimpse of some righteousness. Right? And there was still wickedness going on.
And there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun.
So even the good things that happen to these people, these wicked demons, the Lord who gave it to them. Even though, you know, they got a new job, the Lord gave them that. They win the lottery, guess what? The Lord had it where they won the lottery. Right? But ultimately, if they're not serving the Lord, what's going to be their end? Destruction. So all that doesn't matter, but they still don't know the Lord. All those things that happen, good for them, they still don't know who did it. That it was Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. They don't know his name, they don't know his characteristics. You see? Go ahead. They're calling on Jesus, Allah, these false names. They're not calling upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Oh, they think they did it themselves. Oh, I did it. Right? Because now that's part of Satanism, is believing that you have the power to do everything yourself. That's Satanism. That goes, Alistair Crowley, that's Satanism. Okay? Because that's a lie. Because if you had the power to do whatever you want, so why couldn't you live forever? Why couldn't you add a stature to yourself? Why couldn't you add stature to your height? Why can't you do it? Why couldn't you make yourself look different, right? Or whatever. See, you don't control anything. And Heavenly Father's the one that controls things, man. Go ahead.
Verse 6, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none else beside me. I am the Lord Yahweh, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
He creates peace and he creates evil. He creates light and he creates darkness. Right? So all these things come from the Lord, man. Right? Those lying spirits and those truthful, righteous spirits. All of that comes from the Heavenly Father. He controls both sides of the spectrum. It's all powerful, man. Right? So they think that, someone got sick in the crowd, oh, that's Satan. It's not Satan. Well, it is Satan, but it's the Heavenly Father that uses Satan. I didn't say it. What proves that? Let's go to the book of Job. Let's go to the book of Job, the first and second chapter.
This is the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them.
Right, so Satan came amongst the angels because Satan is an angel. He's one of the sons of the Most High. Let's see if it said he got kicked out of heaven and he was playing a harp out of heaven. No, see, they don't understand the Bible. That's why they come up with all these fairy tales, because the scriptures, you need to have a spiritual eye to understand it. If not, you're going to come up with fairy tales. Oh, there's hell and you burn forever. There's a polygon down there. Right? But then the Lord went to hell for 3 days. So the Lord was burning for 3 days. The Lord was down, because it says he went to hell. The scripture said when the Lord died, he went to hell for 3 days. So he went to hell for 3 days. He was burning and then after the third day, he was risen up. That's what happened. And if he didn't commit no sin, why would the Lord send? Why would the Heavenly Father send him down? No, but then he is the Heavenly Father, so he sent himself. You see the confusion behind the Christian church and these different doctrines they got, man? Because they don't understand the Bible, man. Right? The Lord didn't give it to you. The Lord gave it to the lowly, man. That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 7, and the Lord Yahweh said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then
So the Heavenly Father's having a conversation with Satan. He said, where are you coming from? Basically, he had to report up. He had to report to his superior, to the Most High. Go ahead.
Then Satan answered Yahweh, the Lord, and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it.
Right.
And the Lord Yahweh said,
so the Lord didn't have a problem with that, because that's his job, to go to and forth around the earth and to tempt people, right? To mess with people and do different things. That's what his job is. That's the balance. Right? That's the balance. Go ahead.
and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job?
So he pointed Satan to Job. He said, listen, you've been tempting these people, you've been doing this to these people. Have you looked at Job? Have you seen Job? Go ahead.
That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil.
Right. So he sent him to a perfect man. Why would the Heavenly Father point Satan to a perfect man? To try him, man. To test him, man. To test his resolve. To show you, to see if he's one of those precious jewels that's going to continue through the fire. That's why he did that, man. Go ahead.
So like, I mean, the Heavenly Father even said Satan on his own son.
That's right.
You know, after when you read the Matthew, when he fasted 40 days, 40 nights, Satan pulled up, bro.
You're right.
So that means what? The Heavenly Father said, yo, go test how we
You know? The same way he did with Job. Same thing he does with us. Same thing he does with everything, even the people of the earth. But he already got them, so he really wants the elect. He desires to get the elect. It's in him. It's in Satan's spirit to want to get the elect. He wants to get the elect. We'll get what Yahushua said about Peter, man. Go ahead.
Then Satan answered the Lord and said,
And the Most High puts it in his mind like he might get them. You know? Because it's not, why would he, what's the point, right? Because he really desires to get them. Right? Because he thinks that he might be able to get them.
Word. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, does Job fear the Most High for naught? Has not thou made in heaven?
Right? God. That's not the name of the Heavenly Father. What nation did the Lord come from? He came from the Hebrew Israelites. He's a Hebrew. So what was his name? What was his name pronounced in? The Hebrew. So now you got to do some research to find out what was the Lord's name in the Hebrew. Get me when he spoke to Paul. And get me also Acts 4:12. All right. Just one. Go ahead.
And the prayer of faith shall save the sick, and the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall raise him up, and if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him.
That's it.
Okay? Go ahead.
This is Acts 26 and verse 13. At midday, O king, I saw in the way a light from heaven, above the brightness of the sun, shining round about me.
This was where Saul, right, now called Paul, was riding, okay? And then the Lord knocked him off the horse. Go ahead.
Shining round about me, and them would journey with me. And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue.
In what tongue?
In the Hebrew tongue.
Showing you that the Lord spoke Hebrew. Because Paul, he understood Greek. He spoke Greek. Okay? He was raised up and spoke Greek as well. But guess what? The Lord spoke to him in what tongue? The Hebrew tongue. That's the tongue of the heavens. First of all. Okay? The angels speak. The Most High speaks. That's the tongue of the heavens. That's that one language that has been since the time of Adam. And now it's been given back to us in its purest form. Okay? Because what they speak in that land right now, that's not true Hebrew. That's Yiddish. That's mixed with different languages. Okay? But you know when we say Yahudi, Yahoo, that's not Levi. There's no V sound in it. That's a new sound. It's J. That's a new sound. That's a new sound. Okay? Go ahead.
I heard a voice speaking.
Those are not in the Hebrew tongue. Okay? Go ahead.
I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
Right, so this is the Lord, right? Did he mention who it was?
And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Yahweh.
Well, read it verbatim. Read it verbatim what it says. Right?
And I said, who art thou, Lord? And he said, I am Jesus.
So now if he's speaking in the Hebrew, and he's a Hebrew, and his name was Hebrew, you think he was saying, I am Jesus? That's not Hebrew. Right. Okay? When was the letter J created? In 1500s by John Tracino. Okay? Before that, that's why you go to the old Bibles, it doesn't have the letter J. It has the I. Because the J is an extension of the I. Okay? It's simple, right? So we know that's not his name. As a matter of fact, that name Jesus goes back to Jesus, which goes back to Serapis Christus, which was a false god at that time. Okay? So you gotta understand there's power in the vibrations behind the words. The Lord hid this understanding up until the end times. So the pure doctrine. Okay? What?
It's like in Serapis Christus goes into the God of underworld. So again, Serapis Christus goes into the God of underworld.
Oh, right. That's it.
So Satan.
Well, he goes back to God of the underworld. Or goes back to Hades.
Yeah, Hades. Yeah. Right.
I didn't know that.
That's because they were saying, you see how he said Christos. He said he was able to bring the dead back to life too. So but they were saying he's the God of the underworld.
Wow. If that's true, I gotta look it up. If that's true, then that means the title is the same as the same represents Satan.
That's it.
Right?
Right? This is from the prologue of Ecclesiasticus. I'll jump to the point. It says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue has not the same force. I'm going to read that again. It says, prologue of Ecclesiasticus, to the point it says, the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them.
Right. So it doesn't have the same force. There's a different energy that comes behind the Hebrew than what comes behind the English or any other language. Right? So when you call upon the name of the Heavenly Father, which is pure, and the name of the Heavenly Father, Son, which is pure, you got to call upon it in the pure tongue. There's no way to translate it that. Right? When you call, they don't say for this was there for this time, this particular gospel. Right? There's no way that gospel could have been preached before, because it wasn't there before at that time. You see?
And they say too, this shows you that we're at the end. Because now, back then prophets, when they received visions, they would write them down. Right? But now, we're not in the time of writing down books. This book of Yahweh, the book of man. We're at the end. The only time we're here now is to interpret what the prophet said back then. Interpret what the prophet said back then.
We have a greater understanding, because now we understand. Because back then they were seeing the visions of the things that were now, and they were describing them, using words, dialect of that time. But us, you understand it. When he spoke about the Lucas, okay, you understand it's the helicopter. When he spoke about certain things, this would meant that. So that's why this is the time where knowledge shall increase in the last days.
That's right. That's what they say in this generation. I can read it. Matthew 24 and 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
This is Matthew 13 and verse 16. It says, but blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them.
Right. So there's many prophets before us that desired to see these things, but it's this time, right? Because they knew this was going to be a great, glorious time, right? And there were certain of them that was scared and all that, but when they saw the glory of what was going to come, see, but it depends what you were seeing at what time.
Right.
If they were seeing the destruction and the negative aspect of what was coming, oh yeah, you don't want to be, you want to give me the spirit, right? Give me the spirit, right? But when you see the glory of what's to come, right? Spiritual powers or whatever, then damn, I'm see? So it all depends what we're speaking about, and what aspect of that time we're speaking about. Matter of fact, go to Wisdom of Solomon. Damn. You gotta, anyways, what's this on that?
As it says, it's a good thing to see the downfall of our enemies. That's why they were glad and enjoyed to see those visions. And again, it tells you about the time of Jacob's trouble. So yes, it's going to be a time like no other time. But after that, just as the brother is saying, after that, that's the glory of the kingdom.
This word, you know, we need to sit really stand there long time. I can't even get his hand right. The word is a spirit. Yes. Wisdom of Solomon.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labor.
Made no account of his labors, right? So the same ones that afflicted us, see? So you're seeing and understanding all that. The same ones that afflicted us, right? You see this, you know, made no account of our labors. Go ahead.
It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
They're going to see the salvation. They're going to be troubled with terrible fear. So when you see that whole aspect, like, damn, I want to be there. Yeah. You know? Because that's going to be, like, going back to a particular demon, a particular prophet on the left-hand side, Tupac, you know? And then it's like the sweetest. That's like, which prophet are you talking about? The one that released nails there.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful because this is the time with the least. This is the time with the least. Right?
Oh,
These
yeah,
people that
wow.
believe in y'all, believe in that. But guess what? They're going to see the opportunity with us. They're going to see it work with us. Right? Even before y'all was shot in those chariots, they were seeing the Most High is with them. Okay? Whatever God is in the heavens, this is behind these.
Oh, God, bro.
That's what we're going to say. What you got? Right. Not yet. No? Well, good, yeah. Okay, great.
This is Acts 1 and verse 6. It says, when they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, will God this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? You know, and that's the same sentiment that all the prophets always had. You know, when are you going to restore the kingdom of heaven to the Israelites, man? You know, when Ezra, right, he had the same sentiment. You know, he was like, you see this, they're ruling for so long, we're slavery. How long is this going to endure? We're your chosen people, right? So it was possible. When Yahushua was resurrected from the dead, they thought, it was now that the Roman Empire would go down, man. But not knowing that, they have to be a diaspora for us. It's written about in the book of 2 Thessalonians in order for the end to come. You know? It says, verse 7, and he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons. Yes. You know, that's what basically we're looking forward to, man. You know, a new heaven and a new earth. You know, when you go into that word new, it's the word kainos, meaning new. You know, in the scripture it says what? The earth abideth forever. Basically what the Lord is going to do is give the earth a makeover. You know, take out wickedness and refresh it with righteousness. Who's going to be the one that's going to lead to bring forth that righteousness? Yahushua. You know, as it says in Ecclesiastes 10, right? You know, the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time, He's going to set over it one that is profitable, which is who? Yahushua. Because ultimately, He is the one that created the earth. So he's the one that knows how to bring the elements together and how to establish the laws for righteousness to flourish, man. He's that prophet.
Hebrews 2 and 10. For it becometh him for whom all are for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, and bringing many sons unto glory, to make the captain of our salvation perfect through suffering. So then Yahweh shall be the captain of our salvation.
It's made perfect through suffering. So suffering is what makes it perfect. Right? So if we're not suffering, we're not being made perfect. We're not being better in spirit. Right? So that's why the elect has to go through certain things. That's why I said, shove into the kingdom. You're not going to enter the kingdom without that tribulation. It's just what it is, man. You can't run from it. You just got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to come and deal with it. Pray for it. Tell y'all about your mouth, shot for mercy. Help you, whatever. See?
Job 23 and 10. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold.
I shall come forth as gold, man. Because you notice, certain things. A lot of times, in order for you to change certain things, you gotta have a drastic event happen. Right. A particular event bring yourself, and now it's time I gotta stop. Right?
Yeah.
Because before that, you might try to fight, and lose it. The Lord, you'll flick in the back of your ear, and say, okay, now it's time. See what I'm saying?
Paul was that example. Paul was that example. Yahweh shall have to come and tell him. To the point where I think he lost his sight. He lost his sight. He lost his sight for 3 days. He even changed his name. You know? I repent.
The book of Job 33 and verse 14. For the Most High speaketh once, yea twice, yet man perceiveth it not.
Because the Lord will speak to you, but then you may not perceive it, but you may perceive it. But then you may say, you may be losing that battle. For anything, it could be anything. You're eating garbage. And all of a sudden now, you got to flip it. Kidney failure. Now you got to change your whole regime. Now you know all the sweetness, all the ingredients by name. Right? Let's build that athlete. Let's build that athlete. Mix that with this. It makes the belly secrete a particular chemical. It brings the hormone, testosterone. See, this is why macaroon is not enough. Before the brother didn't know nothing, gluten and fried chicken, shake idea, sauce pois. That's all he knew, sauce pois. That's all he knew. I had that the other day. I tried to congregation. But then guess what? Now he wants to change his whole regime because now something happened. Now he's feeling like something hurt now. Now there's pain he has. That's that wake-up call, right? So now he's all into this. He stays on that path now because he's seen what going to that other side leads to.
Verse 16. Then he openeth the ears of man and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man.
Because you may have a particular purpose. You may think you're going to do something, this and that, cover this and that, and the Lord will just derail whatever you're trying to do. Right on purpose, right? Because he's trying to make sure that you do his will, and that you should see that you don't have any control. Understand? Right? It's all about, if you don't have control, how can you control? If you don't have any control, how can you control? Right? That's why these chicks are trying to get you. They don't like the whole, some chicks that I don't want to have paid everything. They ain't gonna think he owes me. Yeah, he does. But guess what? That's why they're doing it. Right? I'm putting something. Just so I can say that, because you can't be proud of someone's going to kill you. That's why the parents say, when you're in my house, it's mine. What can you really say? Right? You say, so now from what you see that the Most High is what can you really say? Right?
Verse 18. He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword.
This is Matthew 20 and verse 20. Then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, What wilt thou? She said unto him, Grant that these my two sons may sit, the one on thy right hand and the other on thy left, in thy kingdom. But Yahushua answered and said, Ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized
When
with?
you read another scripture, he said that because that's not up to you to give. You know, because it's up to the Heavenly Father that set that up.
I don't really have it.
Usually just it's not up to Yahweh. That's what Yahushua was saying. But he said, listen, if you want to be in the kingdom in the first place, are you able to drink this cup I'm about to drink? Are you able to go through what I'm about to drink? What I'm going through right now? Go ahead.
It says, They say unto him, We are able. And he said unto them, Ye shall surely drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left, it is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father.
Right, so that cup comes with what? That's carrying your cross. It's all the tribulation that Yahushua went with. Give me up to a man of clean.
So they answer that because Yahushua said it's not up to him to choose who can sit on his right hand, because when we read the scriptures, we come to find out Yahushua had a favorite disciple, who was John. But what we know in the scriptures, who's going to be right under Yahushua? It's Peter, which is King David. So if it's up to Yahushua, he would have said, well, John, you know, be my right hand man, but no. Instead, we found that set up the order of things. You know, listen to the point.
That's right, that's right.
Isaiah 53 and 3, He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
A man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. Those are the sickness. He was a man of sorrows. So he had like a good act, a life. His life is acquainted with sorrows and grief. That's the bottom line. That's the point. That's the overall. Is there not time we actually had a good time? Jackson got young and sure. But overall, what was it about? What was it? Grief and sorrow. To get the greatest reward. Right?
It says here, and we hid, and we hid, as it were, our face from him. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he had borne our griefs.
Despised. That's why I said. That's why I said. Brother saying, "Oh, women were fawning over it and all this." I don't think, you know, there was probably certain. I don't think it was like that. I'm sure there was certain, for sure, but it wasn't. You know, the first one thing was now. That's, you know, it was how much more the house because he was despised. You know, people talk about him. He's like, look at his, like, the worst person.
Especially
And you know, Yahushua was rough. You know, he was vulgar. He was public. If he was here today, he was a person. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no elegant.
Mind everything, stuff like that.
You know, some because the elegant speakers only came to those that were living in a higher society. So to speak, they spoke in a particular way. You know, they spoke different. That's what we did. The word fucking bitch, that's not curse. It's a curse. That's called vulgar language. Comedy. Matter of fact, when you go to, I did a lesson earlier, when you go to the GMS on Sirach 26 and 25, it says, shame was rich of the planet as a bitch.
so I think this has a children. I was trying to look back at those days. It was a really fuck you with this and call them serpents, vipers, fox. You know, but those words, you know, you get called that, but you want to fight.
He wasn't wearing those glorious garments, right? Well, he was homeless. What woman want to be with homeless? Right? Because Yahushua said, that, I mean, he had a place to rest his head, but basically he was always on the move. He was like a vagabond. Vagabond. Right? So he was like a vagabond. Right? He was place to place. People would come up and go, oh, that sounds exciting. They like fun. Yeah. There ain't no fun those people. They like fun. Call it anything they want. If you show them, you don't show them, oh, you got money, I got money. It's not about the money. If you show them lifestyle, if you show them they got pictures of you go to water ski boat in Miami, you know, you could be broke as hell. Broke as a joke. Right? You know, show a picture of them skiing. You know, with a few celebrities. You know, if you're broke, bro, you gonna joke. Working at McDonald's. If you got all that lifestyle, they're gonna be like, oh, I want to get with him. They're gonna be fighting over this. Because they're veins. I mean, when they're veins, so you think your house showers getting all type of. I don't think so.
What pertain to that's how they had that scandal about there was that scandal pertaining to the guy they called him the Tinder swindler. See, he was showing them a lifestyle. Yeah, I'm rich, I'm this. The thing is the catch, you know, that he goes out one day, no shoot, let's go on the plane, I'll take you out of Italy. And then later on he tells him, I need this guy on Facebook. And then the stupid woman, they give him the money. And then he uses that money to flex on the next one. You know? You know, so he's living his life.
So he don't really have
Exactly. He didn't have nothing. You know? But just the fact that he showed it, showed those women that laptop.
But you see, you think it would happen if he did the money phone? He had a picture with a money phone and he showed a picture of his bank account, black cards, the car he has. It's not about that. It's about the lifestyle. That's what it's about. It's about the lifestyle. So that's my point with the Al Shai. He had a hard life. You know, the hardest. And then says he gave up his riches.
Yeah. Doesn't want to hang out with a guy that gives up his riches.
Wait a minute. So we'll look at Job's wife. What did Job's wife say when he was down and out? He said, curse the most high and God. Curse God and she told Job, right? Because they don't want to be in that type of position. They don't have the integrity that man and Lord has. Men and gentlemen. Man and Lord right?
Back to Isaiah 53 and 4. Surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of the Most High, and afflicted.
Right, because that's what it looked like. Well, the Most High wasn't. Looked like everything probably wasn't going right. You know, and certain things, you know, you don't know the ins and outs. You find the ins and outs out there. Right? So ultimately, that's the facts. That's what you think right now. Go ahead.
He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquity. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and he was and his stripes, and with his stripes we are healed. Verse 10. Yet it pleased the Lord Yahweh. Yet it pleased the Lord Yahweh.
But ultimately, stricken was ultimately going to the men that ultimately, although going through his life as well. Ultimately, it's when he was about to be on the cross, that being time. That was his hour of temptation. That was his hour of temptation. That's why he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane 3 times to see if there was another way. Because he knew how bruised he was going to get. Go into the details of that. The average man is not surviving. See? But
it says here, verse 10, yet it pleased the Lord Yahweh to bruise him.
right.
He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord Yahweh shall prosper in his hand.
Right, so after going through that, what happened was there was a great reward. Right, so we're going through a particular thing. There's a great reward coming to the end. Okay? See, but you have to go through that tribulation. Then he's really public. Real persecution. Real demonization. That's just talks to her. Real we'll be prepared for that now. Right? The book of Hebrews, well, you see that they're also you're speaking about the Hebrew Israelites more. Right? Yeah. So that's just a preparation. Even Tucker Carlson mentioned the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, I was like, I see the Hebrew Israelites. I spoke. Why? Because he's set up. He's set up to do that. They're all busy. They're paid agents against them. Okay? This is Hebrews 12 and 2.
looking unto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. Ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin.
Right? So resisting unto blood means what? That somebody's life is in great danger. You know? We out there, but ain't nobody shooting at us, trying to grab something, see, when that time comes before the hour that they say, look, see, that's what we do. That's the time of temptation, as it says. No matter what, you won't take that money. You won't take that money. See?
It's this TikTok pastor that got
in their mind,
it's this TikTok pastor that got stabbed while doing his preaching. No, TikTok pastor.
But he was in the street?
No, it wasn't in his kind of church.
That's some video.
Yeah, exactly.
This Revelation 13 and 15, and ye have power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Right, so you're going to have to bow down to the system. That's the system that's being performed right now. Right?
Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, going into that microchip. Right, that technology, Neuralink. Oh, matter of fact, you should take the Neuralink or that master calculator, it equals 666. That's not a good, that's spiritual. That goes back to the Bible. It's showing it. So if you have the spiritual eyes to see, you can see that what the words in the Bible is true. Right?
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
You got a lot of people now that are showing off the fact that they can buy with a chip. My husband doesn't know I have the chip. I'm gonna buy this in front of him, you know? You wait they had it. There's a lot of people doing it. That's a trick. Right? You got a limit known as the chip, right? And everything in the house is set up for the chip. And cabinets and door and everything is set up for the chip. Well, she's gonna get a lot of promotion, sponsorship, things like that. Right? Because they're going to try to push that. And have celebrities pushing it.
Oh, yeah.
Celebrities are going to get it. Actors and things like that. Right? To promote it. They have to get it. They want to see it where they're at. There's no choice. Would you like the cars you got? Would you like how much cars you got? You can take the shit. Put this inside. You take the cigarette. You put this inside.
That's how DD gonna get bailed out.
Well, we don't know.
I say that in a man.
Maybe they'll let them rock. Right? But you're going to have certain prisoners that create releases.
Yeah. Wow.
The job.
The jobs, juice. Give you make an agreement of a lesser sentence if you had taken the surrender. But they're going to sweeten up the deal. They're not going to see the MOTB, they're not going to see a lot of, oh, you see these French fries? Kids being burger. Burger pulling big big. Right? They're not going to show you that to try to get you. They're going to go hard. You know what I'm saying? They're going to go hard on the people. Think about the felons. Yeah. People that's in prison that's, for crimes like rape, murder. You know, so hey, you somebody just brag themselves, take a chip, and get us, go out free. Go out free because house from the world. Go out murdering and raping. That's why he said this, but he showed you that the first purge. When he set the purge, and then he said like major provocateurs in there to at least start, to start back. Jacob's party.
Yeah. It's like they were studying it too. They were watching it. They were like, yo, there's nothing happening. Because even at the time of, before it gets to all hell breaking loose, Jake is going to party. He's not going to worry about all hell breaking loose.
Oh, what? So what?
Jake is not going to worry about, okay, let's say there's no cops, this is that. They're going to be having fun turning up.
Well, I don't know. Depends. We'll see. It's going to be a serious thing. Very serious thing. What's going to have to happen before that? It's the bank is still be working. How many people gonna be partying with them? That's just moving. That's the end. But at the end of the day, things are gonna pop off.
This is Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world.
Meaning protecting. That word keep should be strong. Right? Meaning protecting. Okay, or whatever. Right? So go ahead.
The hour of temptation which shall come upon all the world,
Yep.
to try them that dwell upon
To
the
try
earth.
to mean what to test them. Right? You gotta be tested. Right? You gotta be tested. Go ahead.
To try them that dwell upon the earth.
Right, so it's going to test everybody on the earth is going to have to get tested by this mark. And they're going to see whether they're going to take it or not. And if you don't have Yahweh Shai, you're going to be built up in the spirit, by the Holy Spirit, you're going to end up you're going to fall all the way to That's for sure.
I was thinking about that movie I watched. It's Samuel Jackson. He was torturing people, you know? And the whole purpose of the movie is like he was torturing someone who, because of his faith, he placed bombs. But then, in this sense, you're going to torture the man of the Lord. You know, if you're going to put it in, the unthinkable.
Yeah, something that you had superpowers in that?
No superpowers. It was just torturing. The whole purpose of the movie is him torturing him, doing the title of the movie is unthinkable. So he's doing more and more outrageous stuff, you know, to tell that. So basically, for the guy to tell him where the bombs were, you know. So he's torturing, doing a bunch of unhumane things, you know, to the point that even the people who are there, like the FBI, this and that, like shit, man, you're doing too much, man, you're gonna kill him. I'm doing what I have to do to get the information, you know. So they might turn around and do that to the man of the word, to force him to get the truth. Even to the point where they attacked his family too. You know, they brought the family in front of him after he got tortured for days. They brought the family here to say, yo, if you don't tell us where it is, we're gonna get the family too. What we did to you, we're gonna do to them.
His family. You can't trust them.
This is Revelation 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried.
That you may try testing. Right? So you might be in prison, shot at, put up in a concentration camp for a while. Right? You got to do it. You got to bear it. Ain't nothing else to do. What else are you going to do? Get the chip. Okay. Come on. Right? Well, I mean, you do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a good, right? But I don't see no other option than just doing it. What Yahweh not supposed to do. Sending up in the person.
It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
And I will give you a crown of life. Right? What's the crown of life? Is that eternal life? What life? He's going to give us access to that. To that tree.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 20, and verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach Yahweh Shai 1,000 years.
So how is this like when Bishop kind of talking about, nations and all that? How is this nations? This can't be nations. They said that they're going to be beheaded. How do they behead nations? How do you take off the head of the nation? That's not going to work. Okay, so...
116.
Chapter 4 and verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Look at the word scarce. First Peter 4 and 18.
This is the book of 1 Peter 4 and 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
This is the word scarcely in the etymology of the blue letter. It says the Greek bolus. It says with difficulty, hardly, not easily, scarcely, very rarely. Strong's definition, it says with difficulty, hardly, scarcely, with much work.
Okay, well, let's go to the word. Go to the word in the regular book.
Scarcely in the regular Google definition, it says only just, almost not.
Almost not. And it's going to seem like that. You understand what I'm saying? So when you get there last minute, when the missiles are about to hit, you see the missiles right there. Well, it's starting to darken up. So the missiles cherry on up. You know? And after, as soon as you go up, you know? You know what I'm saying? Scarcely. So you got to be prepared for that shit. Right? So there's going to be multiple situations in our lives that those things, type of things happen. Right? And there's more things to come like that.
Look, I had a dream on the road, and I seen like the chariots, but with the chariots I also seen the missiles. But with the missiles I didn't have fear. Because I saw the missiles, I'm like, okay, destruction is here, but at the same time salvation is here.
Any dream I have with this on, I'm scared.
But the people around, me. But the people around them were just the people around them were panicking. When they saw the missiles, they were panicking. When they saw the chariots, they were panicking. Me, I was like, I was actually happy.
Every dream I have with this one, I remember I was scared of everyone. I was a fearful dream. Weird acting, that's how I know it's going to be a perfect time. That time.
This is the book of Revelation 11 and 13. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of man 7,000. And the remnants were affrighted.
And the remnant were afraid. So even the elect is going to be frightened when that time comes. When a dream is a dream. You know what I mean? But when that time comes, it's going to be serious. It's going to be serious. It's going to be serious. The Lord's going to put the fear. He's going to make it a scary time, man. He's going to do that on purpose. The Lord's going to unleash fear, man. He's the king of terrors, man. He's going to see goodness. You know, it's not going to be no joke time. Oh, you get me what Ezra said in the visions. Get me what Ezra said in the vision.
And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven.
This is 2 Ezra 16 in verse 17. It says, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. The beginning of famines and great death. The beginning of wars and the powerless shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
What shall I do when these evils shall come? Right? Because we saw the evils that are to come. So he's asking, how am I going to be delivered? See? Right?
It says, verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for the victims. And those plagues, those famines that we just read about, was for punishing the wicked, man. Alright, because we know the righteous is not going to be like that for them. Those of us that be of the hope for elect, the Most High is going to preserve us from these 47 evils, man. Although, you know, Ezra, he saw the vision, he was shook up. But, you know, the Lord, Ezra's here today, he'll be preserved, man. You know, but it's just that when he saw the vision, it looked like, yo, the Lord was not having mercy on anybody, man. It looks like everybody was just catching hell from all sides. But what? We know in the scriptures that there's going to be a remnant that's going to be protected. You know?
Habakkuk 3 and verse 2. O Yahweh, I have heard thy speech, and was
as it says in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge, understanding is going to be the stability of the time. So
right now is the time for you to acquire that wisdom, that knowledge, to acquire the foresight, so when it happens, it doesn't affect you to that level. While all the rest of these people are just completely through.
Proverbs 4, verse 18. But the path of the just is as a shining light, that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
Yeah, exactly, man. The righteous is shining even brighter as every day goes by, man. You know? Like it tells you, the even brighter as every day goes by, man. You know? Like it tells you, the inward man is renewed day by day. So every day, we're learning something new. Where the character of man is renewed day by day. So every day, we're learning something new. Where the character about ourselves, but to get us ready for that time, man. The different tribulations you go through. So what? You can shine even brighter. Right? Just like as gold is tried in the fire, man. So these little pockets of tribulation you go through, it's for a reason. Yes, to build you up, to build up character, to build up hardness. Right? Oh, what's that in 2 Corinthians where it speaks about, when judge now, somebody judge the world. Because these little pockets of tribulation you go through, man, it's to build us up, man.
Daniel 12 and 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, the standard for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Yeah, so it's going to be a time that the world has never experienced. Worse than the flood, worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Any catastrophic event you can think of is going to be worse than that. Slavery, worse than slavery. So that's why it's important to get your mind ready, man. He even tells the Lord's going to send Michael to stand up for the children of his people, man. So it's going to be a very gruesome and eerie time, man. Right? But it says what? But, it said, but Israel shall be saved, but really applies to the elect. Okay? Because we know 2/3 of our people are going to die off on this side, man. Those that choose the side of Esau, Edom, they're not going to come and get beamed up in the chariots, man.
Right.
You're not going to see, Ray, Pookie in the chariot, smoking the blood. No, man. Ray and Pookie are going to die off here, man, with the nuclear fire. Or with beasts, whatever how the Lord designs for them to die off on this side, they're going to die, man.
That's why it says they that are written in the book. Those that are all in wickedness, immersed in this world, they're not going to be saved. They're not doing the will of the Lord. It says they that do the will of the Father shall remain forever.
And how do you get your names written in that book? It's by doing works, by doing the Lord's bidding. And therefore, angels going to see your actions, right them and they go, yeah, he's one of the heavenly fathers, man.
And again, that's why it tells you that when Yahushua comes, he's going to put the sheep on one side and the goats on the other side. He's coming to make a separation, right? Those that serve him will be delivered, and those that refuse to hearken to his will be destroyed.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 21, and it reads here, For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be.
Yeah, this is the finale of judgments. So of course he has to go out with a big bang, like they say, right? That's why it speaks about the day of doom, right? So this is like the finale of judgment. So the Lord is going to bring everything out his arsenal to where that, these people are going to see, man. They're going to see what truly is fear, man. Because it speaks in Isaiah 66, and then 4, what he's going to bring their own fears upon them. So they're going to experience that, man.
The scripture also says that the Lord shall bring back the plagues of Egypt, as before.
There was that woman, she got what? What that challenge is, I don't know. She got viral.
It's not righteousness. It's not
righteousness.
Looking like the
yeah, that's what it tells us.
It was Eve too.
Of course it's Eve, bro. That's fucking Esau's psyche. That's why it tells you what, folly is set in great dignity, man. People
that's the example.
That's it, you see? They get exalted for doing folly. There's pranks.
Yeah, pray,
Mukbangs, whatever it is. All type of folly, just keep you distracted. Yeah. You get exalted for that. But here it is. We're bringing out wisdom that the Swat has never heard. We're not putting the national news,
suppressed.
Broadcast.
You get suppressed.
You get suppressed. Because what? This is a world where folly has to be exalted, not righteousness. That's
why it says the earth is in darkness and the people in rules darkness. That's the wickedness, that's the evil being portrayed as good, and the good is being portrayed as evil.
That's it.
That's what we're shunning.
Ecclesiastes 10:5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, and an error, as an error.
Yeah, if you want to get famous, it's like if you want to get famous, you gotta do all them stupid pranks, all them different stupid challenges and shit.
Dumbest challenge.
It's just stupid shit, you know? It's dumb shit. It's like, why would someone do this? And you'll get famous if you follow that trend. It's easy. You just go on TikTok, keep doing all those trends over and over. All of a sudden, I like this guy. It's easy, it's fast, it's easy to get famous on TikTok. You got regular people. One chick tell me, I'm famous on TikTok. I don't give a fuck. Right? But like they you know, because it gives them that feeling. You know, that's why it's made like that. To give them that boost, like, yeah, I'm somebody. That confidence boost. Right.
It says,
Well, there's even like challenges of you just disturbing people. Like,
yeah.
you know, you just disturb and putting it on camera. Like, you're just disturbing somebody.
And I find myself praying and hoping that they get shot. You know? I find myself, oh boy, I hope the guy have a knife on him, you know?
Like, what's the purpose? What's the purpose? Here it is, you're just came back from work, you're going shopping, you're getting some groceries for the crib, and heard some random fucking person just comes and moans in your ear.
Yeah.
Like, why is that,
Are
bro?
you filming?
You know, we have people out there that do that shit, bro. You know? Like, bro, that's folly, man.
Yeah, but then if you punch him, now that's
Yeah, you're the problem.
that's assault.
Dude, it's a prank, relax.
Relax, bro.
You're disturbing my peace.
And he put his ass in a full Nelson. Flip him over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a prank. It's a pretty, you know, they do the chokehold on him and do, you know?
that's part of the prank.
That's part of it. This is a prank too, you know? You wrap the legs, you don't wrap the legs around it. You do the real choke, pulling him back, cracking his back up. Right? But we see that happens a lot too. Well, matter of fact, a lot of them get shot and they actually die. A lot of them die, get stabbed up. And that's a good thing, man. Because they're demons, man. They're demons. Right? That particular, what's that Cushite that went to Japan and started talking all that madness? And he was with another Jake, which Kush is a bug out nation anyway, but Jake was following behind this guy. So he recently went to Israel, and then what? I think he went to Israel, and they jumped his ass, man. Following him out. But that's good. That's good. Now everywhere he goes there, and then he's like, stop, man. Stop, man. Stop, yo, stop. Like, he don't know why they're beating his ass. You know, you go around a place fucking with people, and you don't know why someone would want to beat you. Because if I was back in the day too, we would have found him too. We would have did so. If we seen him out here, we would have jumped him for fun. I'll tell you the fact. We would have looked for him and jumped him for fun. Okay? Because that's an asshole, man. You're going around messing with people and you know, going to other people's countries and messing with them in their own country. You're asking, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Go ahead.
That's why the scripture says, "Woe unto thee, O land, when thy king is a child."
Yeah.
Speaking of Esau, he's the king of this whole world. So the whole world is in folly mode.
Yeah. For sure in the world, 100% in the world, if we seen that, I would have got mad. We would have got mad. I would have said, yo, if this guy comes here, we're going to find him, we're going to beat him, man. If we see him, oh, that's him, you'll run up, you know, one run up from the back, slap in the back of the head. It wouldn't take as long as it took them Israelis to do it, man. Or those guys that were in the state of Israel to do it. Which they might have been Ishmael or whatever, you know, but brother, go ahead, man.
Okay, verse
That's an asshole.
Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity.
Oh, there's even one, Salaki, where he was walking and a woman had, like, they had the outside markets. And that one dude, like, he just slapped their items down.
What?
This is poor people, you know, people are not.
Bro, did in another country?
Yeah, it was like it's one of them Moabite type countries or whatever, man. Or Philippines or whatever, you know? So it's like, go ahead, bro.
This is
No, that's not Esau. I'm talking about, no, that's not Esau. That's them guys there. That dude, the Hamite, Somali, and the other, maybe it was the other Jake friend that was with him. And then now they want to beat him up. They're like, nah. But that's why when Jake goes somewhere now, right? They looked at him because of you niggas. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. But it might have been the Jake that rose with him that did it. Because he's following behind him. Which the heathen always got Jake to go off any goddamn. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 10 and verse 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Yeah, and indeed, folly is set in great dignity, man. You know, we brought out a few examples with these pranks, you know, the ways of life of these people is just completely folly, man. Like the brother said, since you know the person that's ruling is a child, therefore what, they're under the vibration of Esau, man. As it tells you, as the judge is, so as officers. So all these people, they have a child mentality. You know, they're in silly mode. You know? But here it is, like you said, right? Servants upon horses, and the princes walking at the earth as servants. And that's the evil, man. You know? It's really supposed to be the princes ruling, not the servants. Look at the fruits that the servants have brought out, man. Complete wickedness, complete the world, all the foundations of it is out of course, man. Woman out of order. You know, your children are rebelling against you. You know, on all aspects, yo, everything's just wow, and it's just done, bro. It's messed up, right? The only way that it's gonna be made right is what if once those princes are back to their natural order, man. Being the ones that's actually ruling, setting forth orders, saying no, you don't do this, do that. No, that's not. We don't rebuking, putting righteousness in the forefront, man. Yeah, Moab, no rat, no, Elam, no, don't dive in the river with cow poop. You know? They take the rats at the temple, destroy the temple.
They got one chick that's saying it's God in and they'll take it out and spit whatever. That's supposed to be holy. Sure. So Elam is just crazy. But that's why these people got to be there. They don't know what to do. They really don't know what to do. It's anybody easy.
That's what I say.
No? It's water bottle. Put in certain countries, people there. Eventually, there'll be someone that you're going to worship.
Yeah.
Why is the water full? Why is it
This is Wisdom of Solomon 6, in verse 24. It says, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of the people. Who are the multitude of the wise? Well, the nation of Israel, man. Starting with the elect. They're the ones that's going to be the welfare of the people, man. So where that everything's going to be in its proper order, so that people are going to rejoice. You know, not be hooked up on prescription drugs and shit, man. You know, all that's going to be done away with. Man. The only thing that's going to be looking forward to is righteousness flourishing. Is what? We're going to establish that, man. But you have a shot to forfeit. You know?
Pressure, no action. Yeah, for all the press and shit because of this wicked. When you come into the kingdom, people are going to be looking forward to waking up every day.
Yeah.
They're going to be looking forward to the next day.
They're looking forward to the next day. Eventually, once everything is, for us, it's going to be from the beginning.
From the beginning, yeah.
But for them, it's going to be the heathen, it's going to be eventually. Esau's not going to get to see that part.
Because even in this kingdom, man, you know, you're going backwards in your mind, man. You know, you reminisce about the good old days, how things were way better back then. People are not even looking forward to it. They're looking backwards. You know, 2016. Yeah, the good old days, you know, the 80s. You know?
Before COVID, yeah.
Everything was good, you need all this, that, you know? They're looking backward, man. Right. But in the kingdom, you're going to be looking forward, man. Looking forward to the next day. You know, why am I going to explore? What new things am I going to learn? Right? Not like here, man. You're fed up with this shit.
Revelation 11 and verse 18, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, in the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
Yeah, and Esau's responsible for destroying the earth. Those are the ones that's destroying the earth currently, man. Who's the one that's playing chemtrails in the air? Esau, bro. He's the prince of the power of the air, right?
Put in the pipelines in the ocean.
Come on.
And then they burst all the time. That's why the fish are dying. That's why all the sea life is dying. That's why the water is polluted around. Because the rulership of this wicked nation. And that's the most he called out the nation like Isaiah 60.
Isaiah 63, verse 1, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from
So
Bosra.
it's calling out the Edomites, Edom. All right, that's the ones that are ruling. That's why all this wickedness is flourishing. That's why the earth is destroyed. Right?
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. See that? So Yahushua is coming to deliver the elect out of the wicked kingdom. See that? Go ahead.
Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the winefat? I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury.
So when the Lord comes back, he's coming with anger, right? Because of the wickedness that's in them. He's going to tread them in his anger, in his fury. Go ahead.
And their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem is come.
We're coming to that time where his redeemed is about to be saved. His redeemed is going to be redeemed. Right? The redeemed are the ones who will be elect. Okay? That's who's going to be saved. And that's going back to buy back. That's what we Deuteronomy 28:68. It says that no man shall buy you. What's that? Someone's going to be selling a slave. They got slaves to sell right now. They're giving up for free. I'm taking it. Okay? We're leaving them more. Take you. Especially in the ancient. Are you serious? In the ancient world? Crazy? That's not going to happen. That's stupid. Right? So vocab, he needs to revisit his doctrine, which his doctrine is the doctrine of sin. Revisit anything. Okay? Go ahead.
John 12:31. Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast down, be cast out. And if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me.
That's right. If I be lifted up, draw all men unto me. Right? So, in other words, Yahushua is being lifted up now to these ones. And the ones that are coming is the elect. Right? Ultimately, really everybody, because everyone's trying to. The scriptures speak about how they expect. So everyone comes up to see what one, but they don't really know what's going on. You understand? Until they know, but the elect is going to actually understand it too. Go ahead. That's it. That's it on that? What you got?
This is 1 Corinthians 4 and verse 9. It says, "For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, thus, as who are appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men."
We are made a spectacle unto the world, unto angels, and unto men. Right? So that means what? People are going to come up to listen, because what this doctrine is new to them. It's a new mindset, a new thought process. Right?
It says, verse 10, "We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised."
So this is them speaking to the ones that are listening, right? And getting all this knowledge and not going through what the teachers are going through. So, right?
This is 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 18. It says, "Let no man deceive himself."
Let's think about it. Paul was doing all these things, going through all these journeys and catching all this out. He wasn't living with like a whole group, like a whole big crowd. It was they were where they were at. You know, he was coming to see them. So he had to go through all these things, you know, in order for the sheep. See, so it's the same thing, brothers, the apostles, the elders, out there pushing his word out for these different things for the sheep.
That's right.
That's what Apostle Paul said. He said, "I do all things for the elect." So he was doing it, to gather those that would listen.
Right? And that proves you're not a hireling. If you're a hireling, you'll flee, you know, if any tribulation comes. But if you actually care about the sheep, you're going to care about them. Like, you're going to make sure that, you know, they're safe.
Don't think I want to fucking move out to go somewhere else. Come on, I'm tired of this. I want to go somewhere else. I can get it all. Wherever. To EDI, wherever. I'm going to chill out for a few months. I got responsibilities here in this place. The Yahweh Shemel Shah couldn't leave the I was stuck with. That's it. So if I go somewhere, it's going to be a temporary thing. It's going to be a, you know,
It still gonna do the work. It's not like
And I'm still gonna do that.
it's not like you're gonna take a vacation.
Right, so let's say the Lord put the spirit on me to go somewhere. I'm still gonna do it. Go ahead, bro. This is Proverbs 27 and verse 23. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds. You know, and that's the mentality once again of the prophets preventing the Lord. You're going to be diligent to see the state of the flock. And that is constantly bringing out lessons, doing the work, to know to feed the sheep, man. Like the brother said, a hireland's not going to be in that mentality, man. Because no matter the weather, no matter what brothers are going through, to make sure to do the work. You know? You're having problem with family, you know, having illness, you're still going to do the work. That's why the sheep that needs to be fed, man. Just like Apostle Paul, man, he went through all those things, shipwreck, being whipped by men, stoned, right? For the elect's sake, man. After he got stoned, he didn't say, you know, I'm going to take a year off. As soon as he so that's the mentality of the man. You know, no matter what we're going through in your life, you see, it doesn't stop. It's pushing forward. See, it shouldn't be, okay, something happens. Now, I don't do video for 2 weeks, so I was going through something. Okay, do the work. See, I was trying, that's nothing to y'all shine. I was trying to do that. But the whole point is to see if you can come in. Even Yahushua, he was going through things constantly, bro. For what? He was daily in the temple teaching.
That's right.
Right? He said that. Was that not daily in the temple with you? He was going through things. He had demons he had to deal with, problems he had to deal with. Regardless what, he was, ministry, man. But also, it's the same thing for us. You know, like the brother said, when you're catching hell, that's when you should even light the fire even more, man. Put out more fire, more food for the sheep, man. You know?
Philippians 3 and verse 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do.
Because the scriptures speak about a man ways peace the most, right? Make it his enemies to be at peace. So most of them will help you, man. If you push hard, don't say you're doing something. Say, no, I gotta do better. When you do better, why wouldn't God let you all shine? People will help you. Rather than saying, nah, can you give me help? Do less. Add some help. See? Well, let me not even move to help him right? Because now he wants to take a break. Well, I'll take a break. No? Right.
Exactly. Like let's say Yahushua never took a break. We're set up to be ambassadors of Yahushua. And the people, the sheep, they look at us too, man. We're set up to be an example, just as Yahushua was set up to be an example. So how would it look? It would look bad. It would be a bad look for us to use anything as an excuse to take a break. You know, it's
Of Yahweh and Yahushua. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if anything, anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal unto this, so I shall reveal even this unto you.
Right. That's it. That's it. That's it. What? This is the book of 1 Corinthians 3, verse 18. It says, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you receiveth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Right? So it's showing you how that the truth is more valuable. You know, not other philosophies or other, things of this world is going to help you in the times to come. You know, because the Lord is going to make the wisdom of this world really, he's going to show the world how that's foolishness, man. You know, your so-called degree, right? It's not going to help them that day, man. Your certificate, it's not going to help them. Because the society is going to crash down, man. Jobs going to come to a complete halt. The only thing that's going to help you is knowing this word, man. That's the only thing you're going to be able to help you to maneuver. You know?
That's why it says they're going to be ashamed. They're not going to put their trust in the Lord. We're not going to be ashamed, okay? Because again, if you put your stock in your greed, your diploma, your money, but all this comes to crash, you're not going to be stable. That's why it says again, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy time. We're going to be stable. And again, we're willing to endure to the end. But the rest of the world, man, they won't have any hope. Okay? And that's why when they lose it, they'll lose it, man. they're gonna, like we said back in the few camps ago, we said that they're gonna revert back to a beast-like state. See? Real quick, James 1 and 21. Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness the ungrafted word which is able to save your souls. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
That's it. I mean, doers of the word. Doers of, not just, when you read the word, you have to do that too. But, brother make a lesson, or brother say something, admonish you gotta do those things as well. Because you have to remember, I was trying to say, right? So when you do that, take yourself out of it, you say, I'm gonna do this, right? That's you putting yourself inside what the scripture says. You have come to the story, Yahweh has to be
Yeah.
right? Now you're doing what Yahweh has to say. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna increase in the spirit. Okay, you're gonna become more rooted. Right? But if you don't reject it, you're not becoming rooted. You're not becoming rooted. Right? You may think you're rooted, I believe. No, that's hey, how much you believe. Right? Your faith has to be strong in 50 times. Right? And the Lord's going to increase the faith of those that are obedient.
But Luke 6 and 46. And why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?
That's it. That's it. What's the point you call me Yahweh? Say it with all all these things, saying it deep with all this meat, but are you doing the things that Yahweh said to do? Because he said these people draw near to me with their mouth, but their heart is far from me.
House, and it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock.
Did you put a charger?
The rocks of Yahweh. That has to be the foundation of the building, right? And then how do you basically build up and taking heed of what he says, man? Applying it like the brother was saying. You can't just be Yahweh, shy, gosh, no. You have to actually apply the word. You have to apply what the scripture says. You know?
Everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand.
Yeah, if you don't do it, you're basically building your house in sand. And sand is not a sure foundation, man. Yeah, that's why when we go to the beach, people build sand castles. You just one kick, it's through, bro. So that's how you're going to consider it as if you don't take heed to what Yahweh said to do, man. Which is contained in the scriptures, man. And once again, the Lord is going to speak through men. Certain things that the Lord is going to point out, it's going to be through the mouth of other men. That looks just like you. The same skin tone, whatever. They're going to point out certain things that you have to work on, man. And you have to take heed and be a spiritual man and see that, this is coming from the Lord, man. So, how do I improve? What do I do? That's what building up on the Lord.
It's all about improvement. It says from glory to glory. The Lord is expecting us to, you're coming to the truth as a man, you're coming to the truth, but you're to learn this truth so you can teach others, not just so you can, I got it, You're supposed to do something with that talent. You're supposed to put your hand to the plow, man. Whichever